What's going on, you guys? My name is Morgan and welcome back to another video. So you guys voted on the video camera type of video, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. I actually cleaned up my room for you guys. And by clean up, I mean mostly shoved all of it in the closet because I gave up halfway through. So today, we're gonna be doing an analysis of that promo that they released. And oh boy. Like, first of all, I didn't record a reaction to it because honestly I didn't think anyone was interested in my reaction to just like the preview, the trailer, the promo, whatever it is. But apparently you guys did, so I'm sorry for that. If anything else gets leaked that I haven't seen yet, I'll try to record a quick reaction video. It's just a lot of work, honestly, but you know what? Screw it, I've been slacking with videos lately, so I'm gonna try this for you guys. I've also got my Amity shirt on, so we are ready to get into this. I've also got my computer like right here, because I made notes of things I wanted to cover because we all know how scatterbrained I get, so this way I make sure I go over everything. I'm gonna be trying to go over pretty much every single, not frame, but like every time the scene changes kind of thing. There were some things I had nothing really to say about. Okay, so right off the bat, one thing I noticed is that her phone's fully charged. And she said it had been a week and a half since they defeated Bellows. So I don't know if she found out, like, I don't know, like a way to charge her phone, maybe like an electricity spell, or maybe like Ida had a phone charger in her like human collection pile, I don't know. But I found it interesting because with all teens, no teen is gonna go a week and a half without using their phone at all. And if it's a smartphone, that shit drains quick. So that part got me stumped. I hope for her sake she's still got a way to charge her phone so she can, I believe she can still stay in contact with her mother, because the first episode, when she was laying down in bed, the portal wasn't open at that point, but she was still able to send messages to her. And after Grom, she was still able to send messages to her and receive them. So maybe she doesn't need the portal to send messages. Maybe she just needed it for the electricity purposes. I don't really know. Okay, yeah, that's just the first frame. We gotta get moving here. I don't know if I covered this when I was doing the reaction video to the final episode of season 1, but when I was re-editing it, I noticed Bellows had the door itself, but not the portal key. But it's seen here that Lou still has the portal key. So I'm wondering if Bellows is gonna somehow be able to activate the portal without the key, and that's what they were working on, the quote-unquote Day of Unity he was talking about when they were working on that giant, like, circular thing with the door in the middle. I'm not really sure. We get back to the key, actually, later on. I forgot what I said about it, but I'll get back to it when I do. Oh my god, when I saw this, I was like, I know which episode this is gonna be, the most dangerous part of the library, and oh my god, I got so excited, like, I was like, ooh, it's gonna be a Lumity episode, I know it! Like, my queer heart can't take it. Why am I getting teary-eyed? What the fuck is wrong with me? So my friend Wacko just sent me this, the sneak peek or whatever, or this clip, that got released. So I know what this is, so I'm just gonna skip over it. I don't want to spoil it for those of you that haven't seen it yet. And then this, I was like, okay, they got the weird fucking crescent-shaped heads everywhere, like crescent-shaped stones and all that. Later on, when we get a look at the group leaders, the person with a similar shaped head is in the healing track. So I don't know what that's about. My best guess would be it's the healing track. I haven't done analyses since Hey Arnold the Jungle movie, I'm pretty sure, which was like almost 4 years ago. So it's been a hot minute, so bear with me. And you guys asked for this, so I'm just trying. Okay, so this gave me pause, because at first, like, because when I first watched the trailer, like, so many things were happening, like, I didn't have time to process it all, but then when I went back and I watched it, I was like, that looks suspiciously like Bellows' helmet. The silhouette, like the horns, that's what Bellows' mask looks like. That makes me concerned, because why is he turning into, like, we know he's like, he's an actual monster, but he's turning into like a physical monster. So I'm like, did he, like, curse himself to get, like, the upper advantage? Or, like, what's happening? And this new guy's here? I still don't know his name. I don't know if he has a name yet. I don't know. But I'm just calling him New Guy. I don't really have anything to say. I don't even know what this is. The books with the eyes, or the... I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's like an all-seeing eye, like a way of the Emperor's way of spying on people. I really don't even know what I'm looking at. All that I know is that they've got wings and they've got an eye, so I really don't know what to make of that. And then here, Gus is doing fire magic. which I thought was very interesting, and it seems like he's doing it through an illusion circle, like, because you could see, like, where he, like, made the circle for the spell, and he's, like, shooting fire through it. I don't know if the circle itself summoned the fireball, or if he's creating an illusion of something and throwing fire at it. I don't know, but I thought that was weird because we haven't really seen Gus use any type of magic other than illusions. Either maybe, like, they lightened up on people not using magic outside of their chosen covens, or he's in a multi-track. So, it could be either, I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas at this point. Okay. This moment gave me so many different emotions at once. Because, oh boy. Like, the first frame when I saw it, I was like, oh, Carmilla's back. Yeah, no, because we see that look on her face of turning into, like, shock and almost, like, terrified. And at first, I thought she was, like, she might have gone to the camp to visit Luz, because, like, I know in some summer camps, like, parents will go see their kids, like, after a certain amount of time, like, for a day or whatever. I thought that might have been the case. But when we were talking in Discord, they were pointing out how there's a freaking key in the back and the red string. Like, I didn't even pay any attention to the red string. I thought it might have been something with arts and crafts. I didn't even notice the freaking key. So maybe she finds out Luz didn't go to camp and she's, like, filing a police report. I don't know. But that would make sense with the red string, the key, or she somehow has knowledge of the Boiling Isles and is trying to string things together, maybe to get to Luz or to get Luz back. I don't know. There are so many things that could be happening with this picture alone. Like, this one probably has me, number one, the most stumped, and number two, pretty concerned. For lack of better terms, pretty damn concerned. Oh my god. I stan Pirate Luz. Oh my god, it's not something I know I needed until now, and now it's like, how did I live my life without Pirate Luz? She pulls that outfit off so well. It fits her personality so well, and I love her. She looks so cute. She also appears to be on what looks like a ship. From the background, I see those, like, I forget what they're called, but they had them on the Titanic, those tube things where, like, smoke blows out of, I believe it is. It's been a while since I learned about the Titanic, I don't know. This one, when I first saw it, I was like, holy shit. The skull is on fire. And then when I was going back through this to make notes of things I wanted to note in this video, I noticed it's like a masked layer flame. What that means is it's probably referred to as something else, but in video editing, like, if you want to only focus on a certain thing and remove other things out of the background, it's called using a mask. It's so you can make part of the image visible, but block out, like, the other parts of the image. It might not make sense the way I'm explaining it. My guess is maybe it's a prediction of what happens if Emperor Belos gets his hand on the key and starts the Day of Unity. Like, that's all I can really think of, is it, like, being a prediction, maybe, like, from the Oracle track, or maybe, like, it is illusion, like, someone saying, like, listen, this is what's gonna happen. Like, I don't really know, but yeah, that threw me for a whirl, that one. And I also forgot how large the Titan was, because I saw those trees and I saw its skull, I was like, damn! And he's also got, like, a little forest on top of his head. It doesn't even look like anything, so yikes. And we got new guy again. This guy, I don't know how to feel about this guy yet, but he's got flair. I'll give him that. He just out of existence. He knows how to make an exit. I give him a +10 for the exit. Oh, and then of course we have Emperor Belos fusing with Sans from Undertale. Why is this bitch's eyes always glowing? I don't get it. I know when he devours a palisman, his eyes turn, like, green, like they fill up with green shit. But why is his eyes always glowing blue? Like, I can't remember seeing anyone with glowing eyes, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Oh, back to these creepy things. So, these statues, they look kind of like they're in ruin. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know what this could mean. I don't know who these people are. They kind of remind me of kind of what the Coven leaders look like, but they're not, so that's why I'm like, I don't know, I'm confused with this one. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know. I'd love to hear them. And the blood dripping down the eyes and the mouth. I'm like, this is a kid's show. Like, I was like, okay, we're going there apparently. Oh my god, I love love Luz's new outfit. She looks so freaking cool. I don't know if it's just this episode where she's like a freaking pirate or something, but she's got I know she's got the cape like kind of constantly on, but those diamond pants, such flair. Her bisexual energy is coming out in those pants. And I don't know, I really like her outfit. Like, I didn't have a problem with her old outfit, but it's just nice to see it, like, change up, especially with, like, how cartoon characters usually have the same exact outfit every single episode for the most part. And also, I'm like, is that a bird on Luz's shoulder? Because that kind of looks like a bird, and if that's the case, I'm like, this has got to be the pirate episode. And I also just noticed she's holding that new guy's staff. How did I miss that? I don't know. So either the new guy's chasing her, or she's chasing the new guy, or I don't know, something's happened with the new guy, and she has his staff. And I don't know how the hell I missed this. And I'm just now noticing those might be the ribs of the Titan in the background. Because I remember when I first watched it, I was like, oh my god, there's weird macaroni noodles growing out of the ground, because my stupid ass. But I was like, oh wait, no, those are ribs. And these kind of look similar, so I'm like, are they ribs? Like, is this located somewhere near, like, the chest of the Titan? I don't know, there's so much that could be happening. Like, it's so hard to puzzle all this together with just the little bits and pieces we're given, which I'm thankful for because I don't want it spoiled, but, like, even just trying to, like, figure out what's gonna happen, it's like, I want to know, but I don't at the same time, and that's exactly what this trailer seems to be doing, because it gives you, like, little hints of what's gonna happen, but you have no context of what's going to happen. This thing, so when I saw this, I was like, what the hell? Like, at first I was like, is this Ida's new cursed form? But I was like, no, I doubt it, because it doesn't really look like Lilith. When Ida is in her cursed form, she kind of still looks like herself, with her mane, like her beast mane, like, resembling her hair, and her pointy ears still being there, and just like her overall face shape is the same. And this doesn't look anything like Ida. So that got me thinking, like, I don't know if the curse is somehow like attached to Ida's like mind or like psyche, and they did something similar to like with Willow, they went inside Ida's head and tried to remove the curse. And maybe they're in her like little dreamscape now and encountering it, or they might have tried to somehow remove the curse and it manifested itself in a physical form, and now it's actually in the outhouse. Those are the only two things I got going for this guy, because I really don't know, but I don't think it's Lilith. Also, what the hell's up with this dragon? I was like, that is too many fingers. I'm uncomfortable. Ooh, it's like, I can't even do it. I don't have enough fingers to do it, but it just looks sick and wrong. Also, it's on top of this thing that reminds me of a water tower. That's probably not what it is, but that's what I put in my notes. So that's what I'm sharing with you guys. So at the time I was making these notes, I didn't know who this guy was, but we'll go back to him later. Willow, why are you sneaking out? What the hell? I don't know if maybe her parents don't want her hanging out with Luz after the whole, like, Emperor incident, and maybe she has to, like, sneak out to, like, help them plot against the Emperor. I'm just now noticing there's an illusion. It seems to be Gus. I see a hand, and that would make sense why Willow's looking over. So maybe she's, like, on, what's that fucking thing called? The crystal ball, that's what So maybe she's, like, on the crystal ball with Gus, and she needs to, like, help them with something, and she needs to sneak out. I don't really know. My mind is all over the place. I'm probably not making sense. I'm trying here. This is very confusing. Oh! My baby girl with her hair down. That sent me. I was like, oh! She's so pretty! Oh god. And, okay, so after I was done... Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me? So after I was done fangirling over her hair, I noticed she's in the library, and she's got literally a library card around her neck. It's very bad quality right now. I think it says Bonesboro Public Library, but I can make out that it says Amity and staff on it. So I think she must have got a job. Wait, they're 14. Can they even, are there child labor laws in the Boiling Isles? I don't know. Well, Luz is working for Ida, but Ida also doesn't, Ida doesn't follow the rules. I don't know. I shouldn't be focusing on this. Maybe she's, like, reading to the kids full time. Like, it's pretty obvious she loves reading to the kids, right? So maybe she enjoyed it so much she started doing it full time. I really don't know. Like, there's gotta be some reason she's at the library. It doesn't have to be an important reason. Maybe she just likes being there. You know, she's got her secret hideout in there. She reads to the kids. Her and Luz probably have their Azora book club meeting, at least based off of all the fan fictions I've read in the secret room. It just threw me off to see that around her neck, because, like, I just wasn't expecting it, but I'm happy for our baby. She looks happy. And she's tying her hair back looking so adorable. I'm like, ah! Also, you know I have a problem when as soon as I saw her hair down, Little Miss Perfect started playing in my head. The straight hair, straightforward. Oh Lord, okay, we're moving on. This thing, I don't even know where to start with this Dementor wannabe, so I'm just gonna skip it. All I know is it's creepy as hell, and I do not claim any of this negative energy. And then the Clawthorn mother. Holy shit, I was like, because, like, a lot of people were predicting it was going to be the mother. But yeah, it is their mother. And I'm starting to notice there's a theme with the birds in this family. At first, I was like, okay, ravens and owls, that could just be a coincidence. But now she got a fucking, like, bald eagle. Or maybe it's a hawk, I don't know. As her palisman. I'm like, what is it with these... What is the deal with the Clawthorns and the bird palismans? I don't get it. But that's the whole deal. I'm like, Yep, she's definitely their mother. I can tell by 1, the resemblance, and 2, the bird on the stick. So, oh, this? I didn't understand the significance of this. I was like, oh, it's just a new enemy the first time I watched it. I was like, oh, it must be a monster they have to fight. But, oh, no. Oh, no, because I didn't see in the back the Indist that you can see in part of Industries, and we'll get back to that, but... Now I'm very nervous, now knowing what it is and who's controlling it. And then we got Kikimora in her docile form before someone fed her after midnight. Because in that intro, she looked like a fucking gremlin. So this, at first, I didn't know what it was. I was like, okay, are these new enemies? Like, what's going on? When I was going through the preview again, making notes, I was like, wait. They all have different coven symbols on them. So I'm assuming they're the coven leaders. And like, I don't know what this dude is. I saw someone refer to him online as the furry dude. So that's what I'm gonna call him, little furry dude. I love furries. I'm friends with furries. I mean no disrespect by calling him a furry boy. He's just, I don't know his name. So that's what I'm gonna call him. I'm dissing on all the other ones though. Cause the other ones, but yeah, he seems to be in the Beastkeeping Coven, which would make sense because he's like part animal. And then your typical average Joe in the white cape seems to be in the Bard Coven. And then we got the scarecrow looking dude that looks like he took a wrong turn at the yellow brick road. Like, honey, you need help. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need a priest or something to exorcise those demons. But yeah, the reject Wizard of Oz character is apparently in the Potions Coven. In my notes, I literally wrote, I don't have a witty description for this guy. He seems to be the illusion leader. Coven leader. And this lady, I could not describe her as anything other than, would you like a croissant? Because her hat or whatever just reminds me of a croissant. So that's what I'm going with. And she's in the healing track. The healing coven. I keep messing up these words, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And then this, I was like, okay, things just got interesting. Because I saw everyone online simping over the Abominations leader thing. I'm like, is it just because I'm super gay, like that I don't find him attractive? I don't know. But in my notes I said, Will Smith, is that younger you? And seriously, why is everyone simping over this guy? And then I have, like, he's the Abominations coven leader. Also, what is it in that dude's ponytail? Like, it's pretty cool that his hair looks like abomination goo, but why is your hair glowing, bro? Like, I'm all about being unique. Like, I get it. I dye my hair. Like, be unique, be you, but why you gotta have an LED light in your hair? I know it's not an LED light. I'm just being a smartass. And then I saw this guy in the background, and I'm like, is that Kikimora's father or grandfather? Because I'm seeing a resemblance with the hands and the hair, and oh, the genes are not kind in that family, let me just say. It's mostly the hair that freaks me out, I'd have to say. Other than that, I feel like if they shaved it off, they'd be fine. But no, I'm not a fan of fingers for hair. It's just, maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe I'm being picky, I don't know, but I'm a pass. Forgot to say, he's in the Oracle coven. This next one, I named her Aging Was Not Kind to Perfuma. Perfuma the character from Shira and the Princesses of Power. And she is the plant's coven leader. And lastly, we got this guy, which I'm like, why does this guy look familiar to me? Like, I'm pretty sure we've never seen him in the series, but for some reason he looks familiar to me. Does anyone else feel that way? Or does anyone else who this is? Like, for some reason he seems familiar, but I'm pretty sure I would remember him. I don't know, but we can't see his pin, his emblem, whatever you call it, but I like checked off the list of all the coven leaders we covered, and the construction one was the only one left. So I just assumed he was in the construction coven by process of elimination. And then this one, I just have it all capital letters: King, don't go towards the light. I didn't know the context behind this, but I'm like, I don't like how King is grasping out for the light. When I think of like reaching out to the light, I think dying. So my baby boy better not die, because I will. I'm not even gonna tell you what I do, because it could land me in jail. The teachers have become the apprentices? I don't know. Basically, they've switched roles, where I'm assuming Luz is teaching them how to do glyph magic, and they are learning from her. I also love that Lilith's wearing, like, just, like, casual attire now, just, like, a freaking, like, a graphic shirt. Like, oh, like, she's so casual now. It's kind of funny. And I also noticed Ida's gem is still black. So, yeah, I'm assuming this is before they try to do anything with the curse, like whether it's remove it, cure it, I don't know, but this is probably like, if I had to guess, I'd say it's one of the beginning episodes. I remember asking how the hell they're gonna move Hootie, my video where I was saying how anxious I was about season 2, and then I saw this and I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but also, how did they move him without killing him? Did they call over Amity and just have her, like, yeet his ass out of the door with her pure anger? I would die to see that. Oh, I would kill to see that. But I'm also like, oh my god, like, he is his whole body's the house. Like, there's, like, muscle tissue and veins where his head used to be, and it just wigs me out so much. Because I'm like, how did they remove him without killing him? Like, I can't imagine just ripping a part of your body off would be fine. Like, even if he's a demon, like, oh, it just gives me weird vibes, and I actually have goosebumps right now. And for this one, I just have they're encountering a monster, and for whatever reason, there's more of those freaking croissant-shaped stones in the back. So I'm assuming it must have something to do with the healing track. I don't know. And then we got this shot of Lilith with Hootie on her back, and she's using, like, actual glyph. But yeah, it's cool seeing her, like, adapt to the new magic that she has to use, because again, she kind of fucked herself and Ida over by cursing her in the first place, but we're gonna get past that, because I don't feel like going on a rant today. Not about that, anyway. And this one, I was like, what the hell? At first, I was like, what the hell is Gus doing? And then I was like, oh shit, is he like, I know he digs tunnels under the school. I was like, is he digging a tunnel under the school? Like, what is going on? And then I'm like, who the fuck are the rest of these people? Like, I recognize Matholomew. I think that's what his fucking name is. I don't know. You know what? Quite frankly, he's a dick. I don't give a shit about his name right now. I'm like, who the fuck are the rest of you? This one, I was like, okay, where are we going with this one? Because I see an ancient stone with the glyphs carved into it, and Luz is activating them. So I'm like, I'm afraid to know where this is gonna go. I feel like that's gonna be a very anxious moment when we get to it, but we'll have to see. When I saw this, I was like, uncursed Ida looks so happy. We need it. Like, you can see, like, obviously you can see the physical differences. She's just happy. She looks less exhausted. Her hair is more vibrant. Oh god, her gem is back to normal. Like, we need it. Can we please get it? Poor Ida. She never did anything wrong to get the curse. Oh, okay. We're spiraling. This one I didn't have anything to say about, because I'm like, it's a monster. More of those creepy statues. I don't really know what's going on, so I'm just gonna whiz by that one. I shouldn't be laughing. To say... I can't even fucking talk about it. I'm thinking of the memes Johnny was sending on Discord, and that makes it so much harder to talk about. I was not expecting Odalia to look like that. Like the torso and head, I can see it, but I was not expecting her to be that thick in the thighs. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. I am for the thick thighs. I myself have thick thighs. I am literally one donut away from my legs merging into each other and becoming one, and I'll be the first ever official mermaid. But I was not expecting that. Like, when we see the silhouettes of Amity's parents, I assumed she was wearing a dress. But now, apparently, those were just her thick thighs. Usually thick thighs save lives, but I feel like Odalia's thighs ruin lives. Because she's just a terrible person. And oh, I already don't like her. I saw fan arts or like drawings of her on like Instagram and things like that. But we know for a fact now she has green hair. But she also has really light green hair. So I'm wondering if like genetic wise, that's why Emra and Edric have dark green hair. Because like maybe like the green somehow, like a little bit of the brown gene got in there. I don't know, and they made it darker. Amity's hair looks very similar to her mother's. Like, I know Amity dyes her hair. Part of me's wondering, like, was that intentional on Odalia's part? Or maybe she wants her kids to look like her and not Alador? I don't know. But I'm also like, what's up with this flamethrower thing? Like, what the heck is going on? And then I noticed the BLI, and then what looks like a G, and I'm like, that says Blight Industries. I'm like, are these sick, twisted, fill in the blanks? Are they inventors? Like, do they have their own company? Like, I just assumed they worked for the Emperor's Coven. Oh, so many questions. Okay. And this one, we're back to, like, what I assume is the pirate thing. I'm assuming it's Luz on a ship, because she's got, like, there's those risen walls on the side that you kind of see in a ship. And she's also drawing an ice cliff on the ground. So I don't know what that's about, but she's also got her diamond pants on and what look to be little cat cufflings on her pants. I don't know, but like I said, I love this new outfit. It fits Luz so well, and oh, I missed my baby so much. I'm so glad they're coming back. I'm pretty sure this is the Bard Coven leader. It's hard to tell because he had like a hood on, but like the nose and the chin look similar, and the fact that he's playing like an instrument just makes me think he's the Bard Coven leader. Maybe this is before something happened that made him wear the hood. The first time I saw this, I didn't pause it. I was just watching. I thought that was their mother, because like the haircut is similar. Upon further investigation earlier today, I was like, oh shit, that's Ida. And that got me thinking, does Ida have an Amity situation going on where her mother wanted her daughter to look like her? So she physically changed her hair, and that's why she has issues. We know she's got issues with her mother. Well, first of all, in the description of the show alone, it was saying how whoever visits is going to stir things up at the Owl House, and I don't think that's going to be necessarily in a good way. In the Convention episode, Covention, I don't remember how you say it. When they were leaving, she was saying, if you thought like the relationship between me and Lilith was interesting, you should know the relationship between me and my mother. It was something like that. I didn't care enough to look up the actual quote, but I'm hoping that's not the case, because, oh, like, it'd be nice Ida and Amity have something to bond over, but we don't need to bond over trauma. We can find a different activity to bond over. Oh, and this one I just got, you know, Luz climbing a skeleton leg. It's a typical Tuesday for her. You know, it's what she does every week. She honestly doesn't even look phased. She just looks, if anything, she just looks annoyed, like, why am I doing this? I've got better shit to do. When you're Luz and everything's trying to, like, kill you at some point, I guess you just get used to it, and it gets annoying after a while. But we also see some plant magic going on there, wrapping around what I assume is a stone. I don't really know, but... So either this is like a flashback of, like I said, if they're going the memory route where they're trying to remove the curse from Ida's mind, this might be similar to... Oh god, I just realized another Amity and Ida connection. Oh god. Because all we see is the silhouette of this person, and all we ever saw of Amity's parents before now was the silhouette. Oh god, please don't tell me they're the same. Oh, this mama was not ready for trauma, let me tell you. This shows Ida's, like, rough home life with her mother. And then we got Hootie versus the Fire Bees. When I first saw this, I thought he was just fighting fire. But when I was going back through it frame by frame, I'm like, wait, that's not fire. That's on fire. And there are honeycombs in the background. So I'm like, okay, those are fire bees. Like, we thought murder hornets were bad. These bitches will burn you and kill you at the same time. I'd rather have the murder hornets. And then I'm pretty sure this is the monster that Luz and King were encountering earlier. The arm looks similar, like the way his, like, muscle and bone, like, spread out and, like, the fingers came out. And also the weird stones in the background. But it looks like this demon thing is crawling out of a hole, and it gives me the willies, and I'm not a fan. When I tell you, I started panicking when I first saw this. I thought Luz was drowning. And I thought that up until I started taking notes for this video, because I'm like, oh wait, there's a rope around her waist, so she must be going into like a different dimension, or like maybe it's like Star versus the forces of evil, where like the other dimension got corrupted by evil magic, and she has to go in and fix it somehow, and like they have the rope to like pull her back. I don't know, that's just what it reminded me of. Ooh, why is she in that nasty swamp water? Like, ooh. This one I was also like, it didn't really register. I'm like, okay, Lilith's fighting something. But then I noticed the fire and the honeycombs again. So I'm like, okay, this is when Hootie's fighting the bees, so she must be fighting the bees with Hootie. So maybe they're bonding by trying not to die. And this is when I made the connection of, oh shit, that's a Blight Industries product. Because it's an abomination. It's got the technology. It seems to have the technology that they had earlier. In the synopsis of that episode, they were saying how Luz makes a dangerous deal. So maybe Odalia's like, listen, if you can defeat this abomination golem, I guess you could call it, like, you can go to school. So my guess is she's doing what she did similar in the convention, without the cheating, because Edith's probably not there to help her, but she's probably just running away and trying not to die, which so far she seems to be doing a good job, but it seems like she got hurt a couple times because she's got some scratch marks on her chin, and like her uniform's a little torn up. If Odalia hurts Luz, I'm gonna find a way to reach into the screen and choke her out. Or if she hurts Amity, her head will pop off. And then we got more of Pirate Luz. I was like, oh, my girl, she's killing that little crab scarf and the cute little fish. Man, I'm doing super gay gestures today. And, like, just like the pirate outfit, it's like, it looks different than the other one she was wearing, but like I said, I don't know, there seems to be, like, sea creatures in the back. There's a clam that looks like it's from SpongeBob, and there's also this weird-looking fish thing with a big nose, I'm assuming, and it's got, like, Kylie Jenner lips. And this, my gay heart couldn't take it. Why am I shaking? Is it nerves? I don't know. When this happened, I screamed. I screamed so loud that I'm surprised the neighbors didn't call the cops. Because it was, oof. Oh god, I was like, Lumity moment, yes, please. I was gay panicking. I'm like, please. And like, I'm like, please don't let this be like when they went back in Willow's memories and they had to hold hands to somehow get into, you know, Willow's mind. I'm like, please don't let it be one of those, because that's gonna destroy me. If you're getting my hopes up for Lumity and this shit ain't gonna happen the way I hope it is. Oh god, like, I'm damaged enough. I don't need any more damage. I can't take any more damage. Don't do this to us, Disney. Oh god, I love them so much. And then we got Luz. Again, it seems like she's in Blight Industries because I keep seeing these like these circular windows with like this goo or this like light behind it that has like the same color as Abomination's. And there's also like a gear looking thing and just machinery in the background, so I'm assuming she's still at Blight Industries, and this is probably after she ran away from the golem, because she's still got like all the scratches, and she seems to be fighting back with the glyph. Oh, and then we got Bellows killing more innocent talismans, because that's not traumatizing at all. One wasn't bad enough, we gotta watch it again. I didn't even notice at first what it was, and then someone in the comments pointed out to me, and I was like, oh fuck, I just witnessed a murder, and now we're gonna witness it again. Oh boy, this is gonna be a dark season. And then we see Cursed Lilith. Like, oh boy. So I'm assuming the curse is still gonna affect Edith too. I didn't know if because they split it between the two of them, if it wouldn't be as severe anymore, but I guess that's not the case. And then we got this moon man, woman person. I didn't even know what to make of that person. I was like, okay, I see you got the moon thing going on, but that's all I can really tell. I see you got a cloak on and you got a moon, like, where your face is supposed to be, so I don't know what to make of that. And then here, I was like, oh shit, Bellows somehow has the key, but it doesn't have the I button that it usually does. So I don't know if he tried making his own and he just couldn't replicate that part, or if Luz somehow duped him again and removed the part that actually activates the portal and gave him the key while she could escape. I'm not really sure. And it also seems like he's powering up the door with some type of green, and please don't tell me that's fucking talismans. Talismans. I just put that in my head. Because the green energy from his freaking, when he kills talismans, it Please don't tell me that's palismans he's using to open the door. Oh god. This is gonna be such a dark season if half the shit I'm predicting comes true. But yeah, maybe he's trying to use, like, whatever substance that is. I'm just gonna call it a substance because I really don't want to think about it being palisman souls. Maybe he's using that to, like, as an energy source to, like, activate the door. Like, they're just giving us bits and pieces. I'm just spitballing ideas here. I'm not the game theorist. I don't know. And then, like, I didn't realize the first time I was watching the Old Blood Young Souls, was it? Or Young Blood Old Souls? Yeah, it was Young Blood Old Souls. I didn't notice that he still had the door. Mostly because I was stunned by everything else that had happened, that I didn't even notice the door was in the background. But when I was re-editing it, I noticed I was like, oh, so he has the portal itself, but he doesn't have the key that activates it. Here, we're seeing, like, he's got hair all of a sudden, and I'm like, girl, like, you need to cut that shit or something. You need to put some conditioner in there. Is it humid? Like, you got a serious case of the frizzies going on. Also, why did you have your mask off just to put it back on again? Like, that's very dramatic of you, and you're trying too hard. This was the one part of the preview that actually made me laugh. It's just King in a cage going, wah, wah, wah. Oh, he's so precious. But that got me thinking, like, if that was a bird that makes so much more sense now. Because if she has his staff, maybe this is before she confronts him, and maybe he took King, and that's what's happening here. Like, he put him in a bird cage, and maybe the bird somehow got out and found Luz. I don't know. Or maybe Luz stole his staff, but he somehow got his hands on King. They're gonna make a trade maybe. That's why he's got it covered. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of stuff missing that would really help put things together, but I also kind of don't want to because I just want to experience the show as it goes. But yeah, that's all there really was. And that was a 2-minute preview. And I've been recording for an hour and officially 3 minutes. There were so many notes. Like, let me show you guys. This shit is ridiculous. These were just bullet points I made so I would remember what to say. This is all just bullet points of a 2-minute video. Oh, I'm so anxious for season 2. I feel like I should sign up for Talkspace because I feel like after these episodes, I'm gonna need therapy again. So that's pretty much it. I pretty much covered everything I wanted to in the video. That's why I made a list beforehand so I wouldn't forget anything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done analysis videos, so I'm very rusty and I apologize. My mind's just all over the place all the time, so it's hard for me to stay focused on one thing because it's just got a billion different things going through it. Because, you know, anxiety. This honestly isn't a video that I would have done if you guys had not asked for it. Like those of you that asked. So, thank you guys for asking. I hope I did it justice. I tried my best. To some people, my best isn't good enough. So, I hope it was good enough for you. But if it wasn't, I'm sorry. I mean, that being said, I have to go edit an hour and 6-minute long video now. Yay. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are excited for season 2 as I am. Please feel free to share your thoughts, comments, concerns about what season 2 is going to bring. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.